Welcome to As We Go Along for another week. I am your host, Brian Deershaw. We have a very funny episode today, very goofy, with our guest from last week. This is episode 2 of our new format, so please let me know via social media or email if you like it, if you hate it, if you want me to change things, if you want me to put things in a dumpster and set it on fire. Just let me know. Stick around after the comedy part for the plugs, and I will tell you just how you can get a hold of me to give me that information. Let's get right into it. It was so much fun. I had such a blast, and it's really, really dumb. You're gonna like it. Enjoy!
Hello, everybody out there in podcast land. Welcome to Porpoise Waxing, brought to you by Frisky Whiskers Sweater Tonic. Are you tired of your sweaters being lazy? Why don't you perk up your sweaters with Frisky Whiskers Sweater Tonic? Now I'm going to hand it over to our special host of Porpoise Waxing, Mr. Dick Dungaree.
Hey! Thank you for that wonderful introduction, Cheryl. Oh, man. Welcome to Porpoise Waxing. And you know what? Before we get going, I allow advertisers on my show that I believe in, full-hearted, wholehearted. And you know what? You got to get Sweater Tonic. I didn't think so, because I'm usually out on the coast where you don't need a sweater. That's what I always say. You're on the sweater, don't need a coat. Or a sweater. When you're on the coast, you don't need a sweater. I get a little... You know what? I've done some things in my... Okay, thank you.
Yeah, the Sweater Tonic mixes up the vocabulary sometimes.
And so does years of LSD use.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was actually surprised, Dick, that you did not say, when you were saying full-hearted, I thought you were going to say whole-farted, because that's just what happens.
That's what I probably would have said, but I messed up my words so much that they came back around and came back to the right words.
Yes. Well, in Frisky Whiskers Sweater Tonic, a lot of people don't realize it sounds like something that you would actually sprinkle on your sweater or possibly use it in the wash cycle. You drink it.
Yeah, and I thought, when I heard about it for the first time, I was like, oh, what is this, some sort of Afghan-based catnip?
Yeah.
I was like, that makes sense to me. But they were like, no. Here, let me tell you what it is. It's actually a tonic that you drink, and it makes your sweaters real nice. And ever since then, I have the best sweaters. I have the best sweaters, and so do you. Like our sweater game has never been better. Sweater game that's the right term, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I pick up things. You know, I'm out on the coast with coats and sweaters.
You can say sweater swag too if you want.
Oh, see, I didn't know what swag was. One time I watched television, and it just happened to be. They were talking about the Grammy Awards, which I guess are for music, I believe. And they kept saying swag bag. And I was like, what? I've heard of swag before. What are these? The cool kids, they now have bags. And then I learned it was like, oh, you get an iPod and like a coupon for a free massage. And so once I heard kids.
In that case, swag, by the way, all you listeners out there, I'm the producer of this show, Martha, and I don't usually talk this much on the show. I usually just introduce it, and then
whole new thing.
Then I just sit back and make sure that I hit the button if he cusses.
Yeah, but you really saved my bacon.
Yeah.
There, because I didn't know where my words were going.
Yeah.
You just jumped right in like a lifeguard.
Yeah, I'm here to save your bacon. That's exactly what's happening here, Dick. But a swag bag is actually different than swag. Swag is an acronym for stuff we all get. SWAG. But in the case of your swag, as in your swagger.
Swagger. See, I know swagger.
The way you carry yourself.
Yep.
The integrity of your fashion.
Like Joe Namath when he was drunk on a sideline. lots of swagger.
There you go. There you go.
Wow, we're learning things early.
Hey, Dick, it looks like we got a caller.
Oh, can you do the producing for me?
Yeah, so on Porpoise Waxing, we don't just talk about swag.
No, we don't. We don't.
We like to have our callers call in and introduce to us something that we've never heard of before, such as porpoise waxing.
Oh yeah, it's all about the new.
Yes,
all about learning what's new, what's hip, what's in, and I just like to learn. Mm-hmm. So I created a show where I can just learn. It's a little selfish, but hey, I'm doing good. I'm feeling good.
You're doing great, Dick. Our caller today is Bernice Middleton, and she's from Sioux County, Tennessee.
Bernice, talk to me.
Hi, Dick. Hi. So it's funny that you guys were talking about, sweaters.
Yeah, we're getting into that season. We're getting into sweater season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's ironic because as you guys were discussing that we're talking about porpoise waxing today, and you know what's really tragic is that those porpoises are freezing. They're freezing without their hairs.
Oh,
and
no.
people are just out there waxing them. They need sweaters. Nobody cares about that. What's going on there?
See, I did not know about the temperature of porpoises and how they felt vis-a-vis comfort.
No, people don't really think about how these animals are feeling when we do these things to them.
Oh, well, please tell me all about these cold porpoises.
Now, Dick, I don't know if that's a really good idea because this show here is supposed to be lighthearted. It's supposed to be lighthearted and comical.
But sometimes, Martha, we can break from tradition. Just like today. You're practically a co-host today.
Martha, are you there?
Yes, Bernice.
All right, let me ask you. How would you feel if one day you're just walking along, maybe doing some window shopping?
Aruga! Boing, boing, boing.
And out of nowhere, this crazy-looking man in a mask and rubber gloves
I'm a killer.
Literally waxes your hair all the way up. I mean, how would you feel? One, you'd be traumatized, right? I mean, that alone. Also, you're going to be freezing. Your hair can't grow back. I mean, come on.
Bernice, but I was under the impression that the porpoises actually go to the waxing boutiques in order to get their Brazilians done.
See, I'm learning new things. Waxing boutiques for ocean-based mammals. This is amazing. Where are these? Is it in a SeaWorld? Is it sort of like a Blackfish situation?
They're on beaches everywhere, because it's not just it's not just humans that want to look clean when they're wearing a bathing suit.
But that's just it, okay? It did not start out that way. It started out with crazies doing this to them out of nowhere, and then it became like the norm or like the fashion of the porpoise.
The swag.
Swag. Word of the day.
Yes.
If I was Pee Wee Herman, I'd be yelling right now.
But the thing is like, now it's like this thing that the media like pushes on them, and they think that they gotta go there. They don't gotta go there. It's cruel. They don't have to rip their own hairs out.
Now, I definitely do agree with you that the media has convinced me that hairy porpoises are the ugliest things I've ever seen. I'm really happy that they don't have images of them anymore, that all of the porpoises that we see in mainstream media are clean waxed.
Yeah, like, if you imagine, like, the cover of, like, a Lisa Frank Trapper Keeper, if there was a hairy porpoise on that thing, no one would pick that up. It doesn't matter the bright Technicolors.
But don't you think that it wouldn't matter if this had never been a thing? Like, people wouldn't even know that hairy porpoises were
So
gross.
now you're talking about going back in time and preventing this from happening?
Well, and I think we're missing we're missing something entirely else, Bernice. I think it's the natural order of things to be shaven, to be clean for our general viewing.
Oh, is it? Is it natural
to
be freezing in the ocean water, which everyone knows it's freezing in there. I mean, we don't have hair on our bodies, and
It's getting warmer thanks to us humans. Thank you, humans, for making the ocean warmer for our poor, hairless porpoises.
I just don't understand why you guys don't care more about this issue. I mean, you have a duty to society to be getting this information out there and like making people realize that it's wrong.
You know, Bernice, here's the thing. I think that we care about separate issues, you and I, but they are linked. It is actually extremely important for me to learn how to time travel, and I think that the way to fix this porpoise waxing problem, you brought it up, is that if it had never happened in the first place, it would not be the norm.
If they had always been clean shaven,
or if we didn't start waxing them in the first place, if it was never a thing, to be hairless.
But if it was never a thing, then we wouldn't have a show called Porpoise Waxing. Which, by the way, you are the first caller, Bernice, to talk about waxing porpoises. So, I mean, that is especially word of the day territory. And I thank you for it. We've been on the air for 12 years now. We've learned about everything. We've learned about calculus. We learned about the existence of dragons. We learned about what else do we learn about?
How pumpkin insides are actually poisonous.
Excuse me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just going to list some things that we learned about over the last 12 years.
I mean,
it's been an exciting decade plus 2.
Well, congratulations. All right.
Thank you, Bernice. It's always nice to hear good words from a fan.
When I found out that there was this podcast called Porpoise Waxing,
Aruga!
I just thought maybe it should be brought to your attention. And I thought maybe it's something you would want to talk about if you named your podcast after it. Maybe it's something you get worked up about.
Bernice, your concerns are valid, but right now we got to cut to a commercial, and we'll be right back on Porpoise Waxing.
Well, have a good life.
Hey, have you ever been down?
Yeah?
Oh, have you ever thought about, I don't know, just going under a blanket and never coming out?
Uh-huh.
Have you thought about things darker than that?
Guess so.
Like a cave.
Yeah.
Well, in times of trouble, in times of misery, why don't you get yourself a DirecTV? DirecTV. It'll make your insides happy. Now back to porpoise waxing. Now, Bernice, you were leveling some tough words my direction. Some of them I didn't really understand.
Oh, hey.
Oh, it seems that we have actually lost Bernice's phone call, but it looks like...
Oh, see, because I thought we were getting somewhere with Bernice.
You know, that's the funny thing about porpoise waxing. Do we actually ever really get anywhere, Dick?
No, we don't. I like to say that we learn things, but mostly I just hear words and then I put them in my head.
But it looks like Clyde. Clyde is on the line. Clyde from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Hey, Clyde.
What's up?
Oh, Clyde, I recognize your voice. You've called in before.
I call
this is Clyde T?
Time, babe. Yeah, that's me.
Oh, Clyde T, how you doing, my man?
Oh, I've been so good.
You bringing me more knowledge?
Yeah, today I wanted to tell you about how there was this car out front of my house this morning.
Uh-huh.
Wait, hold on, Clyde. Let me give you the Clyde T drop. Clyde.
T.
Take it away, Clyde.
All right. So this guy, he's like sitting in my car, you know. I mean, and I go out there and I'm like, "Are you okay?" And he was like, "Yeah, man, I'm just tripping." And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? I mean, what does tripping mean? Nobody's ever told me.
Wait, he was in your car?
Oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Clyde, this is a show first. I can help you with the information, my man. You see, tripping normally, well, it could be a couple of things. It could be either like stumbling over a thing and falling down, but it sounds like that wasn't actively happening.
I don't know. He might have like tripped into my car. Is that what that means?
Because what I'm thinking, once again, years of LSD use, is that he was actively enjoying some illegal substances.
Dick, I'm going to have to correct you yet again on your language. Now, yes, you are correct that there are those two definitions of tripping. However, this man was in your car.
Yeah.
In your locked car, I'm presuming? Yeah, you locked it?
Possibly. I might have forgotten.
I'm pretty sure you locked your car.
Oh, yeah. I locked it. Yeah, I did.
Now, when you find somebody in your property that does not belong there and they say they're tripping, they're time tripping.
Whoa.
Now, let me ask you, Clyde, did this man look familiar? Did he look like you, perhaps?
Oh, shit.
Did he happen to look exactly like you?
Oh, did he look like you, but with like a goatee?
Yeah, he had hair like all over his face.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, that's you from the future.
It could be.
He's time tripping. He's coming back to tell you something.
Now, Martha.
Is he still out there?
Let me look. Yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah, he's still there.
Can you get him on the phone?
Oh, let me go see. Hey, do you want to talk on this phone?
I'm tripping right now, man.
Yeah, I know. That's why you got to talk on the phone. They want to know about it.
Why are you putting this thing in my face?
Oh, hello. This is, you're on Porpoise Waxing.
What?
The show where we learn about things.
What? I thought that porpoise waxing was abolished.
No, we're still doing it.
No way.
Now,
they stopped doing that 5 years ago.
Sir, what is your name?
Clyde.
Clyde T?
Hey, that's my name.
Clyde T.
Okay, we're on to something real big. We're learning a lot today. I might actually retain this.
I told you, Dick. I told you tripping, time tripping.
Now, Clyde T, the one that's tripping.
Yeah?
How did you get into Clyde T, the one that's not tripping's car?
This is my car.
You just woke up there?
Yeah.
What were you doing before you woke up?
Sleeping.
Clyde T, the one without the one without facial hair. You seem to react quite with like a revelatory tone.
Oh no, I was just really I was weirded out that he was sleeping and it's his car, but the thing is it's my car, and I was sleeping inside.
Martha, do you know what? You seem to know a lot about time travel.
Hey, Clyde T from the future. What year is it? What year is it right now?
2034?
That's not correct.
Yeah, wait.
It's 2016.
Am I on?
It's 2016.
Am I on the Douglas Frisbee's Fun Hour prank show right now? Are you guys, is this a hidden...
The who?
Tell me about Douglas Frisbee.
Douglas Frisbee?
You're not on it. I promise.
This is definitely a prank. You guys got cameras on me. I know you're messing with me. Hey, I just woke up, guys. And I'm tripping.
So you just woke up. You went to sleep in your car. Why did you go to sleep in your car, Clyde? From the future.
Wow, you guys are really good. Everybody sleeps in their car now.
No, we have homes. We have houses.
Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Did I really go back in time?
Clyde from now. What?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
What do you? How do you respond to this? How do you?
What?
Sir Douglas Frisbee became the ruler of Earth 10 years ago and demanded, it took a while, but he demanded that all porpoises stop being waxed first of all, and then they just finally passed that legislation 5 years ago.
So that'll be 2029. So in 13 years, there will be no more porpoise waxing.
Yeah, and then that led to his decree that we must all have fun all the time, every minute of the day, and thus we stopped living in homes and living in our cars so that we could always be going from one adventure to the next.
Holy shit.
Well, this is fascinating. This is fascinating, but we're running out of time. So, Clyde, nice to have you on again.
Wow, this is really good stuff.
Great.
Don't
Great
leave
stuff.
me with Clyde.
Hey, man, he's probably not going to hurt you.
He's probably not going to hurt you.
He is you from the future. You
Yeah.
should probably give him some Cheerios or something. I bet he's hungry.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
All right. Okay.
And if you make it through that encounter, give us a call next week.
Oh, I will.
Hey, wait, I wanted to warn you about...
I'm sorry, Clyde. We have no time left.
All
We have
right,
no
everybody.
All right, bye, guys.
You've been listening to Porpoise Waxing on KWRQ, The Sturge.
Don't forget to buy your sweater tonic.
Martha, the producer, was played by Colleen Weaver. Bernice Middleton and Clyde were played by Kim Lockhart. Kim and Colleen form the improv duo John Bon Jovi's. If you're listening to this the day it comes out, Monday, November 28th, tomorrow night, Tuesday, November 29th, they will be playing in the Kimosabi two-person improv tournament, round one. Very exciting. So you should go and see them at Voodoo Comedy Playhouse. That is at 8 o'clock. And actually, myself and my friend Joe Hickman, who's been on this podcast many a time, we will be playing in that very same tournament the first Tuesday in January. We're ringing in the new year. That would be, let me just look at my calendar. Very professional. Tuesday, January 3rd, 2017. We will be playing in that very same tournament. John Bon Jovi's will also be playing in the Duel, which is just a different form of improv tournament. And they will be playing on January 7th. So lots of chances to see them as a group. They are also part of a show called The Story of You, which will be Saturdays, November 26th, December 10th, and every Saturday in January at 7 p.m. at Voodoo Comedy Playhouse. The Story of You is an improvised documentary of an audience member's life inspired by the works of Ken Burns. I think that's pretty succinct. You don't need to know anymore. Just, if that doesn't intrigue you, you won't be intrigued. If that doesn't intrigue you, you probably shouldn't be listening to the show. I'm calling you out, Greg. You know who you are. As for me, if you wanted to get hold of me, let me know about any cool coupons or, if you saw a dog that was pretty cool. You can get a hold of me on Instagram and Twitter. It's at Brian Deershaw. It's BryanDierschow. Or Facebook, Brian Deershaw Comedy. Or you can email me, brian@deershaw.com. It's really simple. Once you know my name, you can get a hold of me 1,000 different ways. I believe that is going to do it for today. This is fun. This is a lot of fun, this new form. So I hope you like it. because I do. And I hope you will come back next week for another episode of As We Go Along. And until then, my friends, go out and make something.